Hey, it's Steve from Rocco's in Hampstead, Maryland. Hey, we bought this Atlas oven through ISCA out of Bethesda, Maryland for a space we're renovating to do more sourdough baking. We did a lot of research about sourdough ovens. We didn't need anything big. And one of the things I really liked about the Atlas was the integrated steam. It's got its hooked up water supply to supply steam, so you don't have to worry about filling reservoirs. One of the things I want to cover is more of just like an unboxing video. We ordered it with the base. Base is extremely heavy. It's about $1,000 base. And then the oven itself, this oven is really heavy. It's a nice oven. I'll show some pictures for the how it was created. We went up to Pottstown, PA and went to pick up the oven. So we did a self pickup. It's packed really, really well. We just got the hookup done. And one of the things I want to cover was pre-wiring. There was a lot of conflicting information that was in the paperwork from Atlas, or from ISCA, who's supplying the Atlas oven. The oven's brand new to the US, and it's being imported from Turkey. So there's definitely not necessarily a language barrier, but more of a code, electrical code conflicting information coming from the manufacturer. So I reached out to the manufacturer, also reached out to ISCA. They were great on both ends to supply me the information, but we still had some conflicting info. So one of the things we were told in the paperwork was we were going to need to supply a 12-2 wire for the pre-wiring hookup, and that we were going to need a 25 amp breaker. Well, that was incorrect, because 25 amp breaker, if you're going to run a 25 amp breaker, we're going to need to run at least a 10 wire, not a 12 wire. So knowing that, we just kind of pumped the brakes until the unit came. I also asked them to provide a photo of the plugs. The paperwork says it comes with a plug. So they sent me a 30 amp dryer plug, 4 wire. So it would be 2 hot leads, a ground, and an independent neutral. So I said, let's just wait. So we waited. We got the oven uncrated on Saturday, got it mocked up in the place it was going to be. And then they do supply, Matt, if you want to come around, they do supply a whip. So they give you a wire, but there's no plug end. I noticed that when we got it, it only had 3 wires exposed. It had a ground and 2 hot leads, and the neutral wire was cut off. So with it only showing 3 wires on the pigtail, I opened up the access panel up on top and then did verify that the neutral line was not being used, and it was just a ground and 2 hot leads. So with that being said, there was no waste. It would have been a waste of time and money for me to buy a 10-3 and run 10-3 wire from my panel all the way up to a disconnect. So we ran 10-2 up, we put it into a disconnect, and then wired it in. It's running great. The unit's supposed to only draw at a max of 20.2 amps. And then we did a hookup with the water. We ran a water supply line, and we've got that hooked up as well. We're gonna put filtration in on it just to make sure we don't build any scale. Really quick, let's open the oven. Thing's heavy. Door is heavy. It's also, just to let you know, it's a 4-man lift. I recommend 4 people when you uncrate it. Get 1 person on each side. You're looking at, I want to say it was like 365 pounds. So you're looking at somewhere close to 400 pounds. So get 4 people on each side and then lift up, put on its base. We're going to do a lot more videos of the oven being used and show you that. We're doing a full renovation in this back room space that we had at our bakery. And we'll go from there. So far we're happy. We just got it lit now, and we'll have more videos to follow.